football. It's the Lions and the Bengals coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now it's Murphy. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gone. Quick slant to Hamler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off play action. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again is Goff. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. And the pressure gets to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Richardson working from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be looking for Evans, and it's intercepted? It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control, now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
At the Bengals 13-yard line.
On the option left, Richardson. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back 14-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Goff now looks to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 19 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's got to play like that and help drive them down the field.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Gardner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Here's Goff.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Goff. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
One more time with Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got it. And he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he is in. Touchdown. Bengals.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who are out on top. J.K. Dobbins, a touchdown run in that first half. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Elijah Mitchell, a touchdown run in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And it's caught by Jennings. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Jennings, a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard.
From the 50, it's gone. Robinson's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2 yards, good enough for first.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down is right.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Nice move at the 40. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Richardson.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Lions.
They go play action with Richardson.
It's Williams on the catch. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Anthony Richardson
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far.
This is 3rd and 7. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gone. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Now 3rd down and very long.
To throw is Goff.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Grover Stewart picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Richardson working from the gun.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Richardson will throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
On first down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Goff.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Goff.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Goff on third down.
That is caught. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Goff. This is caught by Evans. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
To the air again, Goff. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, a little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he's taken down, but able to
will slip across the 35. Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.